Well, while we're on the topic of bankruptcy nightmares, here's one of the biggest. Most communities have pre-planned housing residential units that include a homeowners association. It's another level of government. It's another, I don't need to define and describe to you what homeowners associations are, what the abuses have been, how aggressive they can be. Some of you may have been on the boards of HOAs and realize that there's another side to it. When there's few people paying into the homeowner association dues, then they have a hard time keeping the parks up and the lights on, and I get it. But prior to the bankruptcy law changes in 2005, if you filed for bankruptcy, you discharged your liability to your homeowners association, whether it was before the bankruptcy or if the fee or the due or the obligation came up after the bankruptcy was filed. Since 2005, and of course, with the mortgage meltdown in 2008, 9, 10, 11, even into 2012, there have been people who've been forced out of their homes. They can't afford the mortgage payment. And now they filed a bankruptcy proceeding and they've discharged the homeowners association dues that they owed pre-petition. What you need to understand, and the bankruptcy nightmare in this one is, any homeowners association due that comes post-petition, after the bankruptcy is filed, is an obligation that is not discharged by the bankruptcy court. So it's really unfair that you don't have access or control over when the home is transferred into the name of another party. But until it does, you're responsible for the homeowner association. My recommendation is that you consider this carefully with your attorney, that you keep those dues paid current because you don't want attorney's fees. That's the worst thing that can happen. That's when it becomes a nightmare, when my clients call me and say, yeah, I remember we talked about the homeowner association thing, but I didn't take it seriously. I didn't keep the payments current. And now they're asking for $2,000 worth of attorney's fees on top of whatever the back HOA dues are post-petition. It's critical that you keep those current. It's a difficult area to understand how it slices and dices. Discuss this with an experienced consumer bankruptcy attorney before you file for bankruptcy. It is one of the biggest bankruptcy nightmares going today.